Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, SD DIY Mommy. Today we're going to make a unicorn tote bag, so keep on watching so you can learn how to make this easy DIY. Here are the supplies that we're going to use: cotton balls for the stuffing, some golden fabric. I got that at Hobby Lobby. It's really inexpensive. I think it was $1.77. Some golden thread I purchased at Walmart. The tulle I already had it on hand, and the canvas tote bags I purchased them at Michael's. So you're going to get your fabric and you're going to fold it over to make a triangle shape, and you're just going to cut off the extra. We don't need it. Now from that fabric that we just cut, we're going to go open it up again and make a smaller triangle, and we're going to cut off the extra fabric as well. Then you're going to go ahead and turn over your fabric, and you're going to get your hot glue gun. Excuse my hot glue gun, it's a ugly mess, but it still works, so I still use it. So go ahead and make one straight line of hot glue, and you're going to bring over the other end and close it together. I got a little stuck right there, but it's still going to work. And once you have that, that's already going to close up that end of the seam. Once the hot glue has dried, I'm going to cut off the bottom of the fabric, and I'm going to go ahead and turn around so I can have the gold facing me. And after you turn it around, you just got to wiggle it a little bit and pull the tip of the horn out as well. And I'm going to get my cotton balls, and what I'm going to do is stretch them out to fluff them up a bit, and I'm just going to stuff them inside the horn. So once I put a little bit of stuffing in there, I grabbed my scissors and I went ahead and just pushed the stuffing all the way to the very tip of the horn. Stuffing the horn, you're going to go ahead and just shape it a little bit with your fingers, and I'm going to end it tying it off with this golden thread that I found. I'm going to have a clip of it a little bit later in my video so you can see what it is, because it actually worked better than the golden thread I originally purchased. So this is the bow wire I purchased from Michael's. It worked way better than the golden thread I originally purchased. So what it is, I just did put some glue gun at the very top of the unicorn horn, and I started to twist it around, and I twisted it very tightly so it can make like those grooves of the unicorn horn, and I think it's what makes it like really realistic and actually pretty cool looking. When I get to the bottom of the unicorn horn, I just wrap it a couple times, and then I cut it off and put some glue gun to secure it. But right here, what is really going to hold this horn together is the sewing. So I put a piece of felt and I glued the horn first to the back of the inside of the canvas tote, and then I go ahead and keep sewing and sewing, and it's going to be until you feel it's really secure. So I did a couple of stitches from the front to the back to make sure that it was secure. Continue my stitching, and what I did is from the inside of the tote bag is where the felt, you'll see it right there where I glued the horn and the felt together to the tote bag. And what I'm doing is now I'm actually getting the horn and I'm stitching it to that felt piece to make it even more secure. So what I'm going to do next is freehand some ears for the unicorn. I'm just going to use some cardstock, and I'm going to cut that out and use it as a template when I trace it over to my felt, which is actually going to be the ears. be a little bit more smaller than the white felt. I'm going to hot glue gun it to the inside of the ear. And once I glue that to the white felt, I'm going to get the other piece of the white felt, put more hot glue gun, and place that on top. And what I also did was, where you could see on the white felt my pin marks, I made sure that was inside. So once I put the top cover of the ear, you're not going to see that anymore. I'm going to get my scissors and I'm going to trim off the edge where it's not even, so that way it just looks really nice and neat. So for the inside of the ear, I'm going to use the same gold fabric I used for the unicorn horn, and I'm just cutting out, I didn't make a template for this, I just freehand cut out a smaller shape of an ear so it could be placed right on top. And to glue the gold piece to the yellow felt, I used my tacky glue. I didn't use a hot glue gun because I thought it would singe the fabric, so this worked out really good, and the turbo tacky glue dries really fast. Now for the pom-pom part of the unicorn tote, I used a cardboard 4 inches that is from top to bottom, and I'm just going to go ahead and wrap my tool around the cardboard 12 to 15 times to make a full little pom-pom, and it's just wrapping that around and around. Once you wrap that the 12 to 15 times, cut it off, and you're going to slip off that piece off of the cardboard, and in the middle you're going to tie it with another piece of tulle really tight. And what it should look like, it's a bow. It should look like a bow that you made. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut the top, and I'm going to cut the other side as well. Once that's cut, you're going to be able to open and fluff up your pom-pom. So what I'm doing here is I'm just cutting off the top part to make it an even cut, so it's all the same length for the pom-pom, and I'm just fluffing it up right now, and you're going to see it's going to make a cute little pom-pom. Before I go ahead and glue my pom-poms to my canvas tote, I cut another white piece of felt and I glued it down with some hot glue gun. And all you're going to do is get your hot glue gun again, and you're going to put some glue on the pom-pom and then stick it on to the area where you put the white felt. Gluing on the pom-poms to the canvas, I'm going to get my ears and just glue them on with hot glue gun. To put the eyes on our unicorn tote, I previously had already cut my eye shape from my Cricut, and right now I'm just weeding out the extra vinyl that I don't need, and it is iron-on vinyl. So once you finish weeding out all the extra vinyl you don't have, I'm going to go ahead and place it on my canvas tote, and I'm going to use a towel at first, and I'm going to put my iron on. And the thing is, you don't want to iron it in sleepy motions, you just want to hold it down in one area for about 15 seconds, and then you want to pick it up and put it again for another 15 seconds. After doing that for a couple minutes, I'm going to go ahead and remove my towel to see how it looks, if it's sticking or not. And actually it wasn't sticking very well with the towel, so I just removed it and I placed my iron directly on the iron-on vinyl. And no sweeping motions again, just holding and pressing down for 15 seconds in each spot. plastic that came with the vinyl adhesive, and it is already all set. So there you go, guys. You have a beautiful DIY unicorn tote bag that you could gift or keep for yourself. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!